To interact with someone or something, in my opinion, is the accumulation of what life is. From the first time that we take a breath, there's an interaction with someone. The mother will hold their child to create a bond. Touch, emotion, speech, to eating and defecating. There's always an interaction with something. There have been times in my life, more often than not, that I've tried my darnest to limit my interactions with people. Isolation, what some call it, but the way I see it, it's the lack of influence of another's mentality. There are good people in this world, many. There are also people of self-choice to make people around them feel inferior, destroy their self-confidence, and frankly, make sure that their interaction is justifying an ego. With my way of living, this is just not compatible. Those people make anger boil to the point of making sure they know that I can't put them in the same place that minimizes their thoughts to nothing more than confusion. In turn, for a person that likes to have control, this interaction infuriates them. If you can confuse a controller, you have created a distrust in that person. And the way that I look at it, you have treated them the way they have treated you. That is not the way I want my interaction in life to go. So the reason for lack of interaction? So to make sure there is some sort of education in social interaction, I observe. At a distance, I view social activity. TV, movies, restaurants, parks, workplaces. In all of these, I have found people's interaction is a battle of intellect. Who is the greatest? Who can hold their own in control through any type of interaction and still create a sense of betterment than the other? Now, with social interaction touched upon, we can move on to the interpretation influences of interaction. Ever had your mother or father look at you and you already know what they mean? In my book, this is a form of observation interaction. RBF, resting bitch face. Also that type. It is the most misconstrued and also the most entrenching of the social interactions, because it can be misinterpreted, yet highly effective form of interaction. Its use is a tool of continuation or closure. A lot of people turn off from that type of interaction because it is an expanded form of thought without confirmation. A test, more or less, of the ability of another to recognize the control they are being affected by and if it's already been activated, which in turn puts some on the offense to stop the control. These people are the ones where the interaction is a battle. Others just push it away as a very incomplete form that minimizes interaction to animal instincts. Interactions will continue to influence us by multiple ways, so be mindful of which are the benefit and which ones are there to distract. Well, hello, welcome back. Thanks again for watching, and I just wanted to give you a little test real quick. If you can determine the interaction that's happening just through sound, comment below and tell me which one is 1, 2, and 3. Here's 1. Go that way. Here's 2. Go that way. Here's 3. Go that way. Now, did you hear the differences in each one of those? Could you tell the emotion that's coming out of that person through each one of them? You can tell a lot by just listening. At the same time, make sure that what you're hearing is not actually being said. Because what is being said and what you're interpreting as the interaction is two different things. Just like what I said about observation interaction. It's not always right. It's not always correct. And not always can you change how someone's going to interpret what you say. And do you really want what you say to be interpreted instead of bluntly understood? Over time, people will understand. But in that moment of speech, do you want people to think or do you want people to know? Thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you comment, like, and subscribe to this channel. There's some more videos coming up, and if you haven't seen my previous ones, go back to the timeline and we'll look at some other ones together. You can donate to my next exploration, and all my writings that I have for 3 years will be yours to own if you support the Kickstarter. So again, thank you so much. God bless.